Welcome back to this Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last time we had some words with a thug from the exchange, and he was talking to this woman over here, so let's hear what she has to say.
Hello there. Fresh blood at the canteen. Enjoy. Your drinks are on me. We should talk later.
Okay, and we will talk later. Unfortunately, like a real bar, this place has music that's so loud you can't hear people talk. It's really annoying. There's another thing to do here, but we'll have to come back up here anyways, and so I'm not going to do it right now. And there are a couple of other side quests we can pick up here. I don't know really why I'm so obsessed with doing them. They aren't that important in the grand scheme of things, but if we go through the door here, we can go talk to Lieutenant Gren.
Something I can help you with?
Anyway, you can ask him if he has any work.
Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties?
Sure, why not?
This isn't a bounty, so to speak. But we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, two ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped, and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem.
Wow, they're really competent. That's obvious. Well, let's ask about them one by one.
Batono is the overseer of dock operations for Zerka, and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since.
Okay, any leads?
Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck.
Okay, we'll try that.
Thank you. Keep me updated. What is it?
And the criminals?
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
Okay, and you think someone was helping them?
I can't imagine anyone would want the help of killers like them. Perhaps the exchange, but they've never openly crossed us before.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to talk to the exchange anyways. What do we know about these people?
There are two of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know.
Okay. Well, next.
All right, just be careful. We've already lost two good officers to them.
And there's one last bounty to ask about, which is Batu Rem.
You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid.
Okay, and any information?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you.
Okay, more Docking Bay 3 stuff.
If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe.
Okay. So, we have some side quests to do here. None of them are really important, though some of them you're going to complete by default anyways, just by playing the game. Some of them, well, you know, gives us something to do while we wait for somebody to find our ship, and, you know, hey. This is the docking area here, so let's head up to Docking Bay 3 and see what they have to say. Start with his Duros here. And he says Docking Bay 3, and you can ask him about a passenger. And he won't release the information for confidentiality purposes. And we'll try to throw some persuade at him. And he says there'll be some expense. And we'll ask how much. Okay, we'll pay. I'm gonna ask about the passenger, and we're asking about Batu Rem, of course. And he went to Narshada. Okay. And he was gonna go to Narshada, and he missed his flight. Good to know, I guess. Let's ask this guy about what he knows about the goings-on at Docking Bay 3. He said it's owned by Zerka. And you can ask about Batono.
And
And he doesn't know him. And you can point out that he was previously the boss here. And the guy says, look, I'm paid to guard, not to answer questions. And he says, go talk to the boss. Okay. You can say it's obvious he knows something. And he denies it. You can also threaten him for some dark side points. You don't actually get anything useful out of it, though, so you're just getting some dark side points. And I don't want dark side points, because this is a light side playthrough. So, anyway, back to the transit shuttle bay. Okay, well, that's all we can do for now. I guess we're going to have to go down and talk to the Ithorians, because there's not really very much else we can do. We can ask Zerka about their missing employee, I guess, but we're going to have to talk to Zerka soon enough anyways. This building here to the right is the exchange. We can talk to them, but they won't actually say anything to us at this point. So. The place to the far side is a medical clinic that's part of a quest that we're not actually going to do. So here's the Ithorian compound. And the guy says hi. And we want to talk to KOTOR2. And he says, yeah, we're expected. And we just charge right on in. And here's Moza and KOTOR2. And he sensed our arrival. He says he's an adept of the Force, so he's kind of Jedi-like, I guess. And mentioned there's a subtle disturbance in the Force, and that therefore that must have been us. And Moses said something about healing. And he says your arrival was not a natural thing. It spoke of a great pain of the not of the body but of the heart. He talks like a Jedi too. Anyway, there's an echo coming from the hollow where it once flowed within me. Yeah, this guy needs to have a chat with Kreia. Anyway, and he says it's an unusual wound, and he says he can help us.
You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
And he says, you know, there's not intending to cause suffering. And he asks about the restoration project. Yeah, well, let's let him here talk about it. And the Telosian government essentially hired the Ithorians to help rebuild. And apparently Zerka got involved and got influence and has derailed the project. And, you know, so it will be bad. And we can ask, okay, what do you want us to do? And apparently they've decided to hire some administrative help in the form of a droid. And the first one they hired disappeared. And so they've bought a second one. Hired, I guess. I mean, droids are slaves. Let's not, you know, pick bones about it. Anyway, they want us just to play escort. Let's do it. And they say to go to Docking Bay 2. Alright, so I'm not going to do that off screen and not just run back exactly where we were earlier in the episode. And as we're leaving, actually, they do have a little extra conversation. It's just Moza and Chodo talking about intensity of the senses at the pain. And they say, I feel, you know, it's like walking on the ashen surface of tears. A planet's worth of pain. Great. And, you know, they babble about it. Anyway, back on our way towards the docking bay. Here we are, back at the docking bay. And we get interrupted. This is Zerka's uniform here. And we can point out we are helping the Ithorians. And Zerka apparently has a counter-offer. If you return the droid, then they'll pay you for it. And we can say it has nothing to do with money. And they say more or less that the Ithorians are a bunch of communists. And we could say, well, there are communists. So, anyway. And they say you can talk to Janalor, so it's and they leave. And they appear to have problems finding where they're going to stand in the elevator. Anyway. Let's have a chat with the Ithorian at the docking bay. And we, tell us that Joda sent us. And they're waiting for us. Okay. Have to come in here, and you have to actually open the door. Oops. Tried to do it too quickly. I was hoping to fit this next fight into this episode, but it's going to have to wait for the next episode, and this will be, I think, like my 4th or 5th episode, and quite a string of them without really any fights in it. Oh well. See you next time.